My next guest is going to be taking on Roosevelt Roberts coming up here at UFC Fight Night on September 12th. It is Matt Frevola joining me here on the program yet again. Matt, how's it going?
It's going good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's great to talk to you. Of course, I'm sure you're glad to get a fight. It's been a crazy year for everyone, but I did feel bad for you last time, man, with the corner situation and COVID-19. How happy were you to finally get a fight rebooked and get back in there?
Yeah, it was pretty shitty, but I'm happy to get a fight booked now, and training camp's going well, and I'm ready to go.
Was there ever any talk of you getting rebooked against Frank Camacho, or because he lost his last fight, was that not on the table?
Yeah, they didn't really offer it. I was just waiting, and then finally we got the offer for Roosevelt, and then I knew I'd be fighting that guy eventually, so why not now?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Were you trying to fight a bit sooner, or what was sort of the timetable for you getting back in there, like for your next fight? Because I know you were fine, but obviously you had to quarantine, I'm sure.
Yeah, I did want to fight a little bit sooner, but I was training. I was up in New York, and the gyms are even still closed, or they were still closed in New York, but they're just starting to open up now with like restrictions up there. But I wanted to fight sooner, but they gave us this date and this opponent, and now we're ready.
Is it easier to train for a guy that you were supposed to fight before, like in Roberts? Because I know you guys were linked before. Does that make the preparation easier, or is it just the same?
Yeah, a little bit. I always, that guy's been calling me out every time he's got a mic in his face. He speaks my name, so I've always been kind of mentally preparing for this battle and seeing, how I want to beat him up, and so yeah, it was. I knew that this fight was going to happen, and why not now?
Yeah, does that bother you, or do you like that? Does that add a bit more to the fight? You got an opponent kind of talking some trash.
Yeah, no, it doesn't bother me at all. He wants to keep saying my name on ESPN. Keep doing it. So, but yeah, he's a real good, skilled fighter, and I thought he was going to be out a little bit longer after that Jim Miller fight, but I guess he's healthy and he's ready to go, and his name was on the contract, so that's who we're fighting.
How do you feel like you match up against him here?
I feel good. He's another tall, skinny guy. The last two guys I fought were 6'3", so this guy's just 6'2", so it's not nothing I haven't seen before. And he's real good everywhere, but so am I. So it'll be a great fight.
What type of training camp have you had leading into this with COVID and everything else? I know some stuff's still closed. Like what type of camp have you had?
It was good. I was back home in Long Island, and I was doing my kind of quarantine training up there, getting into Longo and Weidman, a couple days a week. They would open up so the pros could get in there and train, and then kind of just working out of my house. I got a pretty nice setup at the house, and it was nice. As soon as my last fight got canceled, I was pretty down, but I got home, and then there's nothing like summertime in Long Island. So I was home. I was kind of enjoying the summertime, getting back to training, and enjoying myself there. And then I came down to Tampa, Florida, and I've been doing my camp for 5 weeks, a 5-week camp down here in Tampa, and with my boy Billy Q, who got booked for the same.
It's fighting a guy I know quite well, Canadian guy, Kyle Nelson. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and me and Billy Q, came up as amateurs in the Tampa area together, fighting on the same card, training, grinding, pushing each other, and now we get to do it, on the highest stage. So it's been great.
Before we talk about training camp in Tampa, how cool is it? I mean, Longos MMA has been on a roll, like starting with Aljamain Sterling and then Merab Dvalishvili and then Weidman getting that win over Armaric Madoff. That must have been pretty cool to see your teammates and training partners go out there and get big wins.
Oh, yeah, everyone's doing great, and Aljo finally got this title shot.
I know, it's been forever, right? Like, he should have had it the second he got that submission. They should have been like, here's the title shot.
Yeah, I think that, I knew he was going to get it. There was no one else, he's the guy, and I'm so happy for him. Nobody deserves it more, and he's going to be the next champ out of Long Island, and I'm so happy for him. And then Weidman going out there and getting the job done, such an inspiration, watching him go through his ups and downs and then put in the work and get a huge win. and then Marab is just a
A
savage.
machine,
I
like
love
his
that.
name says, right? Like he outworks
Yeah,
everyone, man. It's incredible. And I'm glad that like, cause he's had some like controversial fights, right? Like the Frankie Saenz fight and then the Ricky Simone fight. So to see him go on this run, it's like he could very well be undefeated in the UFC right now.
oh yeah, he's a beast, and he's the nicest guy. That one of the best training partners around. He'll give you a round, anything you want. He'll do for you out there, and yeah, I'm glad to see him doing successful. And then even Mizuki had a great fight the other day. She didn't get the win, but she fought hard and showed a lot of heart. And now, next week we actually have Dennis Bazooka fighting Contender Series, so I'm sure he's going to go out there and do his thing. He's a very young, skilled fighter who is going to go out there and earn himself a UFC contract. And then it's me.
Love it. So you mentioned training with Billy Q. Who else are you getting to work with down in Tampa?
We got a lot of good pros down here. We got Troy Gerhardt, who's a old time pro, who's trying to get in the Contender Series, and then Hugh Pulley's trying to get in the Contender Series as well. And then a bunch of other guys, but it's good down here. All the gyms are open down here. The LA Fitnesses, the yoga spots, the Grace Tampa South is business as usual, which is right. I get it that there's this virus and this pandemic, but we got to learn how to live with it, and that's kind of what's going on down here in Florida, and hopefully New York will be back to business soon.
Yeah, no, it's a good call going out there. You mentioned Hugh Pulley. I'm glad you brought him up because he's a guy that I don't know for whatever reason hasn't been in the UFC yet, but he has a win over Grant Dawson. I think a lot of people forget that he actually finished Grant on the regional scene, so that's a nice win for him. And I know I believe he just got new management too, so hopefully we'll be hearing his name quite soon. What's it like getting to work with him?
Oh, Hugh's a beast. He's awesome training partner, and hopefully he'll be on Contender Series or short notice UFC fight soon. He's ready. And, we got a lot of guys down here who just need that shot.
Yeah, no, very well said. How's the weight cut going ahead of this fight?
It's going good. I'm staying hungry these days, but it's good. I'm a hungry lion at this point in camp, and it's almost time to eat. I'm gonna hunt this guy down and eat in the octagon, eat this guy, and then we're gonna celebrate and we're gonna eat good after.
I like the metaphor. Who's gonna be in your corner for this fight?
I'm going to have my head coach, Matt Arroyo, and then my striking coach, Dan Rawlings, and then my twin brother is actually going to be in there,
cool.
James Frevola. They call him Cheese. You'll probably see him on Twitter. He's the Twitter fingers. Like he'll go after any troll on Twitter. I guess he goes after for me. But he's my brother, and I'm really happy I get to give him an opportunity to walk into battle with me. He's always been one of my twin brother. We've been competing our whole lives, playing all sports, and for me to be able to do this, he's real excited for it, and it's gonna be nice.
How do you see the fight playing out on the 12th in terms of the fight unfolding?
I'm gonna go in there and do what I do. I'm looking for a finish. I gotta go in there and I gotta finish him, knock him out, submit him. But I'm gonna be pushing the pace. Coming forward, pushing the pace, take him to deep water and drown him. It's kind of what I do. And this guy is another tall, lanky, skilled fighter. And it might not be pretty, but I'm gonna have to go out there and put it on him.
If you get this win here, that's going to be 9 for you, and you've got a great record, and I think you're kind of one of the more underrated guys in that division. How soon do you think we'll see you in the top 15? Because if you keep getting wins like this, like your last couple fights, I think it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, I think I just need to go out there and make a statement with the finish. These like close like decision wins. I do what I got to do to get the win and grind it out, but I need to get back to my finishing ways, and that's what I plan to do. And once I get that big finish against Roosevelt, we're going to be moving up the ranks.
What's downtime looking like for you in Florida? I know you don't get much of it because it's just all training. That's why you're down there. It's all business. But getting in any Netflix or video games or going to the beach, anything like that?
No. Well, my mom's down here in Oldsmar,
cool.
So I'll go and see her. I'll have dinner with her and spend some. It's nice, Tampa's always like my second home, so I'll always see her while I'm down here, and we're just working down here. That I left my fiance, left my family up in New York to come down here for 5 weeks. I'm down here for a purpose to get to go out there and work and get ready for this fight, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And it's kind of nice, a lot of fighters kind of travel for their fight camps, and it's just kind of puts a different like mentality. I'm here for a reason. I'm not here for for vacation or whatever. I spend every night alone. I'm in like an Airbnb right now alone, and I'm here for a purpose, and I'm getting it done, and I'm gonna go out there and give this guy everything I got.
And we're looking forward to it, man. September 12th, UFC Fight Night. Matt, great getting a chance to catch up with you, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Yeah, you can follow me mostly on Instagram, Steamroller Frevola _MMA. I'm definitely sharing a lot of my like fight camp and stuff, and just want to thank everybody who follows the journey. And my main apparel, no judges needed, and that's what I plan on going out there and doing. No judges are going to be needed in this fight because I'm going to finish them. So and then my gyms, Grace Tampa South, up in New York, Longo and Weidman, Sarah BJJ, my strength and conditioning up there, acceleration sports training. Yeah, that's about it.